Discipline serves as the very foundation upon which success is built. It's the daily choices, the small yet consistent actions, and the unwavering dedication to a goal that ultimately shape our future. While talent and opportunity do play their parts, without discipline, even the most promising paths can lead nowhere. So, how do we develop this crucial trait? Discipline isn't merely about willpower, it's about establishing habits, creating systems, and cultivating a mindset that keeps you on track even when motivation fades. The first step to discipline is self-awareness. You can't change what you don't understand. Many people go through life unaware of their routines and habits, reacting to circumstances rather than intentionally directing their time, energy, and focus. However, discipline requires you to take control, to consciously align your actions with your goals. To build discipline, start by assessing how you spend your time and identifying areas where you may be falling short. Keep track of your daily habits. Write down everything you do for an entire week. Be honest and thorough. Include everything from the moment you wake up to the time you go to bed. This isn't about judgment, but about gaining clarity. Once you've laid out your week, you'll likely begin to notice patterns. Time wasted, tasks that aren't bringing you closer to your goals, and areas where you can improve. Awareness is powerful because it gives you a clear starting point. You might realize that hours of your day are being lost to distractions like mindless entertainment. While these moments may seem insignificant on their own, over the course of a week or a month, they accumulate into a substantial amount of time. Time that could be redirected toward actions that align with your goals. Recognizing these patterns is the first step in shifting them. Self-awareness allows you to clearly see where you are disciplined and where you're not, giving you the ability to start making intentional changes. Next, start small. One of the most common mistakes people make when trying to become more disciplined is attempting to change their entire lives overnight. They set ambitious goals, try to do too much at once, and ultimately burn out. But discipline isn't about drastic transformation. It's about gradual, steady improvement. Think of discipline as a muscle. You wouldn't walk into a gym for the first time and attempt to lift 300 pounds. Instead, you'd start with a weight that's challenging, but manageable, increasing it little by little over time. The same principle applies to discipline. If you're working on waking up earlier, don't suddenly set your alarm 2 hours ahead of your usual time. Instead, start by waking up just 10 or 15 minutes earlier each day, until your body naturally adjusts to the new routine. The key is to make the change small enough to be sustainable, yet consistent enough to create progress. Over time, these small actions build upon each other. Just like a snowball rolling downhill picks up speed and grows in size, the small disciplined choices you make each day accumulate into significant results. And as momentum builds, discipline becomes easier to maintain because your habits start reinforcing themselves. Now, here's the challenge most people struggle with. They rely on motivation. They wait for the perfect moment when they feel ready. But here's the reality. Motivation is fleeting. It comes and goes. And if you depend on it, your discipline will be inconsistent. The real key to developing discipline is taking action even when you don't feel like it. This is why those small steps matter so much. When a task feels overwhelming or too big to tackle, break it down into something so simple that you can do it no matter how you feel. If you're working on building the habit of exercising regularly but don't feel motivated, commit to just 5 minutes of movement. 5 minutes sounds easy, right? But once you start, you'll often find yourself continuing beyond that. The hardest part is simply getting started, and even if you only do 5 minutes, that's still a win. You're reinforcing the habit and strengthening your discipline muscle. Next, delayed gratification. We live in a world obsessed with instant results. Everywhere you turn, there's a promise of something quick and effortless. Get-rich-quick schemes, rapid transformations, and overnight success stories, lose-weight-fast diets, shortcuts to success. Everywhere you look, there's a quick fix being sold. But here's the truth. Anything truly worthwhile takes time and effort. Discipline is about resisting short-term pleasure in favor of long-term rewards. Delayed gratification means choosing the harder, more rewarding path over the easy, immediate one. It's deciding to stay in and work on your side business instead of going out with friends. It's investing your money instead of spending it on things you don't really need. It's about saying no to instant desires so you can stay committed to your long-term goals. In the 1970s, researchers conducted what became known as the marshmallow experiment. Children were given a choice: eat 1 marshmallow immediately or wait 15 minutes and receive 2. The researchers followed these children for years and found that those who were able to delay gratification, who waited for the second marshmallow, ended up being more successful in life. They had better health, higher test scores, and more successful careers. The lesson here is clear. Real success doesn't come from immediate satisfaction. Success comes from the ability to delay gratification and remain disciplined in the pursuit of your goals. When you choose the harder path, the one that demands patience, effort, and consistency, you're making an investment in your future self. Each time you resist immediate pleasure, you strengthen your discipline and improve your chances of achieving long-term success. But delaying gratification isn't just about denying yourself. It's about prioritizing what truly matters. Discipline isn't about doing everything. It's about focusing on the right things. Too often, people get caught up in busy work, spending time on tasks that don't actually bring them closer to their goals. True discipline is about focus. It's about identifying the few key actions that will make the biggest impact on your life and committing to them consistently. Think of it this way. If you try to chase 2 rabbits at once, you'll catch neither. The same applies to life. If you spread yourself too thin by pursuing too many goals at the same time, you won't make meaningful progress on any of them. To develop real discipline, you need to clarify your priorities. What are the few things that truly matter? What actions will have the greatest impact on your success? Once you've identified those priorities, the next step is to say no to everything else. This is where many people struggle. They want to do it all. But discipline requires making tough choices. You have to cut out distractions, eliminate unnecessary tasks, and let go of activities that don't align with your goals. It's not easy, but it's essential. The more focused you become, the stronger your discipline will grow because your energy will be directed toward what truly matters. Next, you need to build a routine. Routines are the foundation of discipline. They take the guesswork out of your day, reducing the number of decisions you have to make. The fewer choices you have to process, the less mental energy you expend, making it easier to stay disciplined. Highly successful people aren't more disciplined because they have superhuman willpower. They're more disciplined because they've designed systems and routines that keep them on track. Many successful individuals have a structured morning routine, whether it's exercising, journaling, or planning their day, that sets the tone and keeps them focused. Routines are powerful because they eliminate the need for constant decision-making. When you have a set routine, you don't have to waste time wondering what to do next. It's already planned. This minimizes decision fatigue and helps you maintain discipline effortlessly. This mental exhaustion, decision fatigue, comes from making too many choices throughout the day. By establishing a routine, you conserve your mental energy, allowing you to focus on what truly matters. So, how do you build a routine? Start by identifying the most important tasks you need to accomplish daily, the ones that will have the greatest impact on your success. Once you've pinpointed these tasks, schedule them at the same time every day. Over time, these tasks will become habits, making discipline feel less like a struggle and more like second nature. The power of routines lies in their ability to create consistency, and consistency is the foundation of discipline. It's not about being perfect every single day. It's about showing up day in and day out, regardless of how you feel. When your routine aligns with your goals, you remove the need for motivation or willpower. You simply follow the plan, and over time, the results will come. As you develop your routine, remember to stay flexible. Life will inevitably throw obstacles your way, and not every day will go according to plan. The key is to get back on track as quickly as possible. Don't let one off day spiral into a bad week or even a bad month. Discipline is about resilience. It's the ability to bounce back after setbacks and stay committed to your long-term goals. Developing discipline isn't a one-time achievement. It's an ongoing journey that requires continuous effort, self-reflection, and adjustment. But the rewards make it all worthwhile. When you master discipline, you take control of your life. You become the architect of your future rather than a victim of your circumstances. Discipline gives you the power to shape your destiny, to reach your dreams, and to become the person you've always aspired to be. And it all begins with small daily actions. By practicing self-awareness, starting small, delaying gratification, focusing on your priorities, and building strong routines, you can cultivate the discipline necessary for long-term success. One of the most crucial lessons about discipline is that it's a skill, one that must be consistently nurtured and developed. Like any other skill, the more you practice, the stronger you become. It's easy to stay disciplined when life is going smoothly, when you're in control, feeling motivated, and free from distractions. But real discipline is tested in the tough moments, when challenges arise, when exhaustion sets in, and when setbacks threaten to throw you off course. This is where the true strength of your discipline is revealed. Too often, people give up too soon, they hit a rough patch, feel a little discomfort, and abandon their plan. But the path to success is never a straight line. There will be obstacles, distractions, and days when you feel like giving up. It's in those moments that you must dig deep and remain consistent.